Welcome to Sahaja Online. My name is Mariana Svarnik and I am your instructor today for our session of vibratory awareness. This will be a workshop, so it will require a little bit of feedback from you, and depending on your feedback, we will try to adjust the session so that it is useful to you personally and to us as a group. We have already started with the polls. Thank you very much for answering the poll. It is very useful for us to see who's coming and how often do you come, how often do you meditate, what is your experience and what it is that you're looking for. Because all of these things in essence might not change the content of what we are doing, but do change the delivery and the manner in which we are doing these sessions. So we will start with talking a little bit about this concept of vibratory awareness. What is this experience and why it is important? And then we will have our first guided meditation. And the reason behind this meditation is to actually see how much it is that we experience this vibratory awareness, this awareness that becomes available for us once we start practicing Sahaja meditation. Then we have another little poll just to gather a bit of a feedback of what it is that you felt, and based on that we will have a longer guided meditation when we will try to bring our system to balance based on what it is you felt in your first meditation. And then if there is time, we will still talk a little bit about our next steps. If there is more time left in the end, we will have some Q&A depending on how the session goes. This session should be about 45 minutes long, so we will not keep you any longer than that. But let's see how is the flow of the session today, because every session is a bit different. So you can see on this slide the subtle system, the chart of the subtle system. Most of you have attended our sessions before, at least some of them, so you have seen this chart. There is not much new in this chart for you. Now you know that we have an inner energy at the base of our spine. This inner energy and the experience of this inner energy is the basis of Sahaja meditation. You probably know that the state of meditation that we are trying to reach here is called thoughtless awareness. And this is the state that we achieve once our energy raises from the bottom of our spine, crosses this 6th energy center, and then crosses the topmost energy center, number 7. This is the level at which we start experiencing the thoughtless awareness. So a state when we are completely aware, but we are not thinking about anything. At first, this state might be very short-lived, might be just a second, 2 seconds, a moment, but with practice, it actually becomes longer and longer, and we are able to enjoy this state of thoughtless awareness. Now, something that we do get, we might feel it clearer or less clear depending on how is our system, what is our state on any particular day, but also what is our state in general. But most people within a few weeks of practice, and some people right from the beginning, also have this vibratory awareness. So vibratory awareness is when we feel the flow of our energy on our hands and on the top of our head. We also sometimes feel it in the body. Some people feel it in the energy centers themselves. But basically we experience the flow of energy, we experience it as either a cool flow, and this is a sort of natural state of our energy. This is, we experience this cool flow if there are no major obstructions in our system and the energy can flow freely through our system. If there are some obstructions, we might experience heat or tingling sensations on our hands, on top of our head. And we call those vibrations. All of these sensations, we call them vibrations. Now, the beauty or the importance, both the beauty and importance of this, is that depending on what it is that we feel, gradually we learn to decode these sensations, and we can actually self-diagnose our subtle system. So on our hands, we have projections of energy centers. This is a little bit larger image. You can see better here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are our energy centers. And depending on what it is that we feel in particular parts of our hand, this tells us what is the state of all of those particular energy centers. So if we feel the left aspects of our energy system on our left hand, so all of our energy centers have the left aspect and have the right aspect. Some are more or less pronounced, but all of them have them. And then on our right hand, we feel our right channel, or the energy centers along the right channel. And then if we feel a sensation, a particular sensation on both hands, that usually indicates the central channel aspect of the particular energy center. So if we feel cool flow or the cool breeze, this is an indication that this part of our system is actually pretty balanced. It is quite open and there are no major obstructions. Wherever we feel heat or tingling, this is an indication that there are some obstructions, and our energy, once it reaches those places, is working on them. This is why we feel heat or tingling. This is the byproduct of our energy trying to balance them, to remove them, to clear our system. So now this is probably enough of an introduction for now. We can talk a lot about a lot of things, but there is nothing like actually experiencing it. So most of you who've already come a few times to our sessions, you know that Sahaj is not about mental concepts, it is about the experience. So with that in mind, let us start with our first meditation and see what we feel, see what we experience. We will start with this exercise of raising our energy. So I will play this video, and all together we will follow what is Melanie is doing in the video, and we can do it all together.
Sit comfortably on a chair and relax. You may close your eyes if it helps you to relax and focus. Now, focus your attention on the top of your head. The goal is to raise your inner energy to the crown of your head and tie it up. As the energy rises up your spine, it will gradually shift your consciousness into the state of thoughtless awareness. To raise your inner energy, first place your left hand in front of your lower abdomen with your palm facing your body. Then slowly raise your left hand to the top of your head, and as your left hand is ascending, rotate your right hand around it in a clockwise direction, swirling around and around until both hands are above your head. Now, imagine that you are tying a knot with a short rope, and using both hands, perform the gesture of tying a knot above your head, as if you are actually tying up your inner energy. Now, lower both hands, and starting with your left palm facing your lower abdomen, repeat this process of raising the energy and tying the knot 3 times. The second time, tying 2 knots at the top of your head. The third time, tying 3 knots at the top of your head. This technique will help focus your attention and raise your inner energy to the crown chakra or energy center. The goal is to raise the energy, achieve a connection to the universal cosmic energy through your crown energy center, and establish the state of meditation. Now, you want to form a shield of protection to protect your subtle energy system and to preserve your ability to remain in the state of thoughtless awareness. First, place your left hand on your lap, palm upwards. Next, place your right hand beside your left hip. Slowly raise your right hand over your head and sweep it down the right side of your upper body. Then sweep your right hand back up the right side of your body, over your head, and down the left side of your body. Repeat sweeping your right hand up over your head and down 7 times to form a shield.
All right, now we can sit comfortably. If you want, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can look at the slide that we have here for you. When we raise our energy and put ourselves into this protective shield, often our energy already starts flowing and we can already feel the flow of energy on our hands. But sometimes it might not be clear enough. So what we will do is we will have a short meditation to really settle a little bit more into the proper state. So let's start by placing our right hand on top of our head. We can keep our left hand open on our lap. And what we will do is we will rotate our scalp while applying some pressure to the top of our head. We will massage our top of our head in a clockwise manner, moving our scalp. And here we will ask our own inner energy, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother energy, please bring me into a state of thoughtless awareness. Please strengthen my connection with the all-pervading power. And please remove all of my doubts. Now we can slowly place our hand back on our lap. Let us see whether we can keep our attention on top of our head. Now let's see whether we can stay without thinking, even for a short time. If any thoughts come, we just want to gently send them away. You can say, not this, not right now. Right now, I want to be in meditation. I want to be in the state without any thoughts. I want to be fully in the present moment. See whether you can keep your attention on top of your head. If you find that your attention has wandered away, you're thinking about something else, you can always gently bring it back to the top of your head. You can always take your right hand, place it on top of your head, settle your attention, then place your hand back on your lap. Keep your attention on top of your head. Now we can lift both of our hands a little bit higher. Keep them in front of us, open at the level of the heart. And here we can ask, Mother Energy, please let me feel the state of my subtle system on my hands. Mother Energy, please let me feel the state of my subtle system on my hands. You can repeat it a few times if you need to. And see what it is that you're feeling on your hands, in your fingertips, in the center of the palm. Just note whether you feel the cool breeze in any parts of the hands, maybe the whole hand. Let's note whether we feel heat or tingling sensations. If you do feel tingling, then notice those one or two things that are tingling the most. It might be a particular finger that's tingling more than other fingers. It might be the whole hand that feels hot and tingly more than the other hand. So notice what it is that you feel the most tingly or the most hot. And remember which finger or which hand it was. If it's just one or two fingers on a particular hand, notice that. Which finger on which hand is the most tingly. If you noticed you were feeling some things and now you're not feeling them again, you can ask again, Mother Energy, please let me feel the state of my subtle system on my hands. All right, now we can slowly open our eyes. And now I will launch the poll. You should see it now. So this is a very simple poll. It has 3 questions. One of them is asking whether you felt any sensations either on your hands or on top of your head, and it lists the possible sensations. So depending on what it is that you felt during this whole first short meditation, you can tick those off. This is just for us sort of to have a bit of a sense of where we are. And then the second question is asking whether you felt any heat or tingling on the left hand, in the particular parts of the left hand. And the third question is asking whether you felt any heat or tingling on your right hand. So please take a bit of time to answer these. And the answers are already coming in. So I'll give you a little bit, another minute or so that everybody has a chance to respond. All right. Okay, thank you for responding. Okay, so what we have here, now different people feel different things, obviously, because our systems and our state on any particular day might be quite different. We have people here from at least 4 different countries actually that I can see. So the different time zones and things like that, all of that affects what it is that we are feeling particular day and particular time, but also our own individual differences that we might actually feel. Sorry, the slide went away. All right, so what actually people felt, some people felt nothing, that people that are present today, neither on the right hand nor on the left hand. That sometimes happens. Often that might mean not necessarily that your energy is not flowing, but maybe this particular energy center is blocked for some reason, so very little energy can get through. It is this particular energy center here, number 5, that gives us sensitivity in our hands and gives us the ability to feel the flow of energy clearly, at least. So sometimes you need to balance this energy center, work on it, and there are ways to do it. Now, on the left hand, we had some people felt the middle finger, especially number 3. So this is the energy center number 3 here on the left side. And some people felt the index finger on the left hand. So this is energy center number 5 here. So we can work a little bit on those today just to balance them and see whether your sensations change by the end of this session. Now, on the right hand, we felt all kinds of different things. So different people felt different energy centers, and there are too many of them for us to address. But you can look at this map, remember what it is that you felt, and note which energy center was it that you felt on the right hand. What we will do, though, we will balance our whole right channel, and hopefully that will take care of some of that. So that is our plan for our next meditation. A bit of balancing of the right channel, then on the left side, this energy center number 3, energy center number 5. Somebody actually also sent in a message that they felt pressure in the fontanelle bone area. So that is energy center number 7 here, right? And then we will have a bit of guided meditation working on those, and then a little bit more of just hopefully a silent meditation afterwards, and then we will conclude this session and we will see how it goes. And thank you for to all of those who have responded. It is very useful for us because we can actually then make sure that what it is that we are doing in the session is helpful for you and not just us sort of going with the flow based on whatever it is that we feel. So again, we can sit comfortably, place both of our feet flat on the ground if we are sitting on a chair or on some raised surface. If you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, that's fine also, if that works for you. We can place both of our hands open on our lap. And if you want, you can close your eyes. Now we will start by balancing our right channel. So what we will do is we will keep our right hand open on our lap, and our left hand we will point towards the sky. So we bend our arm in the elbow, our left arm, in such a way that our palm is facing backwards and the fingers are pointing up. If you're not sure what to do, you can open your eyes and see what I'm doing. You're seeing the mirror image on your screens. So the right hand is open on our lap. The left hand is pointing upwards. And we will ask here, Mother Energy, please balance my right channel. Please remove any obstructions from my right channel. Please remove any stress. Please remove any excessive thinking and excessive planning. Please bring my attention from the future back into the present moment. Mother Energy, please balance my right channel. Please make my actions always be in harmony with the flow of energy. Please make my actions to always be benevolent. Please remove any aggressiveness and arrogance from me. And please establish humility within my being. Now we can notice whether our right hand is becoming cooler, whether the tingling is reducing on the right hand, wherever you felt the tingling. What you can also always do is When you have noticed already each energy center was the one that you felt the tingly finger for, you can place your left hand on that energy center on the right side. So for example, if you felt tingling in the middle finger on your right hand, you can place your left hand on the upper abdomen on the right side of your body. At the level of energy center number 3. You can ask here, Mother, please make me a peaceful person. All right, very good. We can place our left hand back on our lap. Now we will take our right hand and place it on our abdomen, the upper abdomen on the left side. So this is especially for those people who felt tingling in the middle finger on the left hand. Energy center number 3, but the left aspect of it. So here we can ask again the same. We can ask, Mother Energy, please make me a peaceful person. Peace is one of the major qualities of this whole energy center. Whereas on the right hand, we feel generally the qualities, how they project outwards. On the left, it is the qualities, how we project them to ourselves or in our private life, in our families. Mother Energy, please make me peaceful and satisfied in my private life, in my home life, in my family. If you don't know the qualities of a particular center, you can always just simply ask, Mother, please balance this energy center. Please remove any obstructions, any imbalances from this energy center. And please nourish this center and all the qualities of this center within me. All right. Now we can keep our left hand still on our lap, open, and we will place our right hand on the left side of our neck. This is for those people who felt tingling in the left index finger, energy center number 5. And here all of you probably already know the affirmation is, Mother, I am not guilty of anything at all. Mother, I am not guilty of anything at all. Please remove all of my guilt. Please make me free from the events of the past. And please guard me so that in the future I do not do any action that would make me feel guilty. Please establish my sense of dignity and self-respect. All right. Now we can place our right hand on top of our head. And here again, we can massage our scalp in a clockwise direction. And we can ask here, Mother, please remove any obstructions from this energy center. Please remove anything that is preventing me from finding the truth, from recognizing what is true spirituality and what is not, and for identifying fully with my spirit, that is, with my purest self. Now we can slowly lift our hand above our head, maybe 10, 15 centimeters, maybe 20 centimeters, and see whether we feel the flow of energy from the top of our head. So let's see whether we feel the cool breeze, or maybe it's still warm, coming from the top of our head. All right, now we can place our hand back on our lap. Let's see whether we can stay without thinking for just a few minutes. I will play a short music clip here.
ധ്യാനമൂലം ഗുരുർമൂലം
All right, we can slowly open our eyes. Now we can all together raise our energy. I will not play the video because it takes longer time. We just raise our left hand, the right hand goes around it. And then once we are on the top of the head, we tie a knot. And second time, we raise our left hand, right hand goes around it. Top of the head, we tie 2 knots. We do this with full attention on what we are doing. Now the third time, we raise our energy, tie 3 knots on top of the head. All right. Now keep our left hand open. Right hand goes to the left side of our body, left hip, and then sweeps through the top of our head and back. And we do this 7 times, more or less. If you do it more times, that's all right. All right. So now I will actually launch a quick end of session poll just to see how the session worked for you. And we are at the end of our time today. So we will not have a Q&A session, but feel free at any time to email us, fill out the contact form on the website, or you can respond to any of the newsletter messages and let us know if you have any questions. Also, if you have any challenges in your meditation practice, if you would like some one-on-one coaching, we have some limited resources, but right now we do have some available for that also. So you're welcome to use those. Just reach out to us and ask for them. And we will see you next time. We hope the session worked for you. And have a good evening, good night, or good morning, depending on where it is that you are in the world right now. Thank you for joining us today.